live. Vlad had to command me, so I zapped into the live stream right now. Shout out to Vlad, guys. Welcome back. Sorry, guys, it was a little late, like 5 minutes late, but I had to get some stuff going because I wanted to set up. We're gonna react to this face-off between Islam and Jack Della Maddalena in New York City. Literally, I was in the city at the same time. I mean, if I run into them, I'm a definitely, like, I have to do something with them. Like, I have to definitely be like, yo, come on. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because realistically, what would I do? Like, what am I say to Islam? Like, oh, yo, stop, you know. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna, you know. Or Jack Della Maddalena. I don't know. Who would be more likely? What's up, Piggly Wiggly? Yeah, so we're going to react to it. A lot of people saying Islam Makhachev got mogged, saying he got violated. What's up, Fish Nerds? Shout out. A lot of people saying that Islam got mogged, and that he just didn't look natural. He didn't look comfortable. You know, I kind of, I don't know. I didn't really get to see the full thing, so I kind of wanted to react on the stream. So should we just get into this? And as always, I almost forgot. Join the Discord server. I put it in the link in the chat, and also it's the pinned comment, so you guys could join into the call if you guys want, debate anything. I mean, we'll see what my take is. Maybe you'll disagree on my take about Islam and Jack Della Maddalena. Maybe you'll, I don't know. If it could be about anything. Maybe I said something in a video that you just thought was extremely dumb, and you can confront me on it. So, all right. Sorry, guys. I'm a little sick, too. So that might be why you guys kind of sense a little change in my voice here. So, okay. Should we just react, guys? Look, guys. So we got to kind of move back. Soon enough, we're going to have like a fancy studio or something like this. But for now, we only got this where I got to kind of have to move back and forth here to fit the camera here. But this is what was posted. They usually do these like face-offs. I think this is in the Empire State Building. Which, was I far from the Empire State Building? Hey, what's up, Johnny Monday? I don't think I was so far, today. So, look, and Islam said it was cold. I could verify, guys. Like I said, this is my land, okay? And, oh, what's up? No excuses, Jack. We love your channel. $50 again, Vlad. Bro, Vlad, like, shout out to you, bro. Vlad has to be, like, the top supporter. Like, seriously, like I've said this in the past, guys. If I make it, Vlad is making it as well. Like, Vlad is, like, basically used me as, like, a lottery ticket. And not to toot my own horn here, but I feel like I'm a better investment than a lottery ticket. I'm just saying, guys. I feel like the odds of winning the lottery are pretty insane. So, you know, I not even to toot my own horn here. Just saying, guys. So, shout out to Vlad. Can't thank him enough. And all that. But what were we saying about, oh yeah, so I was in New York. I could verify it was cold. Let me stop talking about New York, guys. I'm sure you guys get it. I'm sure you guys feel the sadness of me not going to the event. I did want to go to the event. Maybe at this point I could just use Vlad's donos at this point as money to go to this event. You're my retirement plan. Yo, bro, don't worry. Like, on God, like, if like, especially, look, we got the mic check, guys. We got JackMMA. Go support mic check. Go support this. Hit the subscribe button. Hit notifications. Look, this blows up, bro. Vlad, I got Vlad's contact. Can't wait for this Saturday. I know, bro. I can't wait either. All right, guys. Once again, sorry, guys. I'm sick. I feel bad that I'm coughing all this whole time here. But Islam, yeah. So let's just see the face-off, guys. Let's just go see it. Let me also, wait, hold up. I got to get the, once again, I got to get the audio here. Just to make sure it's not going to blast in your stuff. All right. Here we go. All right. Islam says very cold. He just shook his head. So, like I said, I can verify it was actually really freezing today. Like at nighttime, I was outside in the night. It was even later than this. It was darker than this, bro, and it was freezing. Like, I was cold, so, or I don't know. Am I in the? Hopefully, I'm in the cam, guys. Let me know if I'm not. But yeah, so, but this isn't the full thing. This ain't the full thing. So, okay, guys, sorry. That was a little weird. Let's see. Oh, no, who is this? Oh, Valentina Shevchenko and Whaley. I guess we'll go to that later. You know, obviously, also we saw Islam do a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, here it is. This was about the time that I came in. This was about the time that I came out. I was outside of, out in the city or whatever. Look, maybe I'm right there. Who knows? But, right. I'm going to stop with those jokes. I understand Islam is cold as shit. Yeah, exactly. Look, we all understand here. And I'm surprised, though, Islam comes from cold-ass places. But I can verify, like I said, it was cold. And oh, actually tomorrow in New York, there's actually I think like a I saw there was a freeze warning or something like this. Okay, so people saying that there's a mogging. Let's just let it play.
This way too, both of you guys.
I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat if you guys think that there's a mogging. Is it people just hating on Twitter? People saying that he looked nervous. I mean, look, there's obviously. Well, let's just have some fun with this. So look, first of all, right away, I mean, we're seeing the posture straight as an arrow, right? I've seen memes like this, a little sideways here. You know, if you know, you know. If you know the meme, you know the meme. Who does everyone have picked in chat? JDM or Islam? I've got JDM by decision. I don't think Islam will keep him down. Let me know in the chat, and I'll also give mine. I gave my prediction. There's a video out. If you guys haven't seen it already, go watch it. Came out earlier today where I broke down the fight super in depth. I'm not going to do that as much here, but I will give a little bit of my prediction of what I think will happen. But so right off the bat, there's that. But let's keep watching. So just, you know, I don't know. I guess I can understand. Oh, then he does the fist. I mean, that's just an awkward, like, come on.
This way too, both of you guys.
Oh, he puts it down. Oh, man, just putting up the fist. He's like, oh, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, Islam definitely felt weird. Like, okay, man, I didn't look my coolest there. But then I heard apparently that he took a step forward. So I guess that's what this was. This isn't a really good video either, man. Like, what is up with this? Why? Like, what day and age do we live in that the attention span is this low? That there's cuts on a face-off. Like, what in God's name? Can't we just have normal stuff nowadays at this point? And now, let me see. Islam Makhachev. The fucking. All right. Let's see. Oh, no, I forgot. That was why, because he did. Okay, here it is. Oh, no, but this is one we just. Oh, no, that's the cold one. That's one we just saw. I don't know, guys. This is what happens when you do a live thing. Now it's my tweets. This is crazy, man. Let me look up face off. All right. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get this. Oh, here it is. Finally, an uncut. Oh no, but I think this is the same version. Am I bugging? No, it's not. This is uncut. Thank God. All right. Like I said, I don't know why. This is 36 seconds. This other one's 18 seconds. You cut half of the video. It's already a short video. We got our first Islam Makhachev and Della Maddalena face-off. So let's actually see the full video uncut. So yeah, like I said, we did watch a little bit of it already. I guess this is probably like, oh, it's cold. Oh, and he puts, okay, so then you see he put his fist up. Okay, so it was a little more natural without the cut. Okay, I was like, what the hell was that? And look, he puts a little step forward. All right, so I mean, look, this is Islam, you know, trying to make a little statement himself here. But ooh, I think, well, Jack kind of, I think, noticed it and stuff. It's kind of awkward because, like, you don't want to, you know, be too physical here, and you're the one that started this, and then, you know, all that. But also, he's kind of being a dick. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's necessarily getting mugged. Come on. I mean, what are people saying? Like I said, I made the joke about the straight thing, and I mean, in this thing, I understand that. Let's see. Islam is about to become a double champ. Is about to become the champ, and he's still going to. Where was the hate though? Can you guys? Do you know anybody that was hating? Oh, Fight Talk, Fight Sport Talk. What's up, bro? I'm always like dyslexic. What's your name, bro? So let me see. There's a lot going on in the chat. Let me read it. Well, actually, let me look around real quick, and then we're gonna read the chat. But people, look, got a feeling JDM is gonna smoke him easily. I don't know. I mean, I can't really find anybody that was. I saw a lot of people though saying that he was getting mogged. I mean, listen, guys. Like, at the end of the day. I worry for Islam a little bit in this matchup just because, like I said, he does look bigger. But, you know, another thing is, even though he looks, I'll give him this. He looks in shape, which is something that I was concerned about. I was worried that he was just going to be a little fluffy, just not really, you know, doing much else other than just being a bigger lightweight. Like, I just didn't want him to go into this being an oversized lightweight and that being that. Like, nah, I wanted him to be in shape, but I will say he looks in shape, guys. Hold up. I'm going to get the chat here so I can read it. And answer y'all. Yeah, Vlad says I'm retirement. Shout out, Vlad. I wish I could, like, heart it even more. Oh, look, I heart this. Can't wait for Saturday. I understand Islam. It's cold as shit. Yeah, I can verify. Who does? Okay, we already read that. I got Islam. Well, I'll get into my prediction. I want to pick JDM because of size, but Islam has bulked up well. If he doesn't get tired, then I'm picking him. For sure. And I think that's the big thing about the fight is Islam Makhachev, I think, is going to get tired. We've seen it in other fights, like against Volkanovski. And, there's an argument to be said because, like, when you cut weight, that does affect cardio and you do get more tired. And overall, you just perform worse. You know what I mean? I actually do think fighters should just fight closer to their weights. I understand that there is, a weight disadvantage, but I also feel like kind of nowadays the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. Like, I don't know. Call me crazy. Like, look, I've never been a professional fight, so I can't really talk to like the difference of getting hit with this weight versus the next weight or being held down. I mean, obviously, like I'm sure, like obviously everyone here has sparred with different size people, but you're not getting hit. You know what I'm saying? Or even rolled. You'll probably have a better idea grappling. Like definitely grappling. There's big difference. But also, I don't know. I don't think I've ever, like, noticed, 10 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I know a big dude versus, a smaller dude, what the difference will be. But, we don't really know. Most people don't know the difference between 10, 15. So, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm like, dude, I just feel like you're just way more successful just to fight at the weight that you're naturally at. It doesn't make sense. And for Islam, there's a chance that with me saying this, that he also could perform better. But to be honest, like, he doesn't look like a massive, massive lightweight to me. I know that there's talks that he is, but like we've had other big lightweights like that. You know what I mean? Like Charles Oliveira is a pretty big lightweight, even though he doesn't necessarily look it. I mean, he literally has missed weight numerous times, so he definitely is big. But let me see what else you guys are saying. And also, guys, we're about to do the Discord. I'm about to hop on the Discord and stuff, and we'll talk to whoever joins. So if y'all are interested in that, go join. Go join the call. Give me your talk or give me your take. I'm looking at talk because I'm looking at Fight Sport Talk. Shout out from last week. But whatever, whoever, come on and yeah, give me your hot take. Give me a take. We'll react. Chat can react, and we'll move on, guys. But come on. We'll have a fun time. Hopefully, we'll see. It's also a big fight week, so if you guys want to give predictions or whatever, if you guys want to give a take about the card, go right ahead as well. Let's see. I got Islam, which, yeah, I agree. I agree, but I actually have, I don't know why I said I agree. Hold up. I think JDM will win by decision, but I don't know. I'm pretty 50-50, to be honest, just because, like I said in my video today, I think it's going to come down to the third round. Like, I think that Islam will get tired in later rounds. But could he finish? I don't think he could finish. It would be crazy if he finished JDM. I mean, let me look at the face-off again. Let's look at the face-off. So here's the face-off. I mean, yeah, they look pretty similar in size. But he looks really big. But he's got a jacket on too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit harder to judge. But he definitely does look big. He honestly, they're at least the same size. Like, it's not like, JDM is this massive guy. So for me, I don't know. I kind of have a hard time imagining like Islam finishing JDM. Because also JDM, like, he has survived on the ground with Gilbert Burns, who is a jiu-jitsu expert as well. So, right there, I think that's some proof right there. And guys, like I said, join the Discord server. I'm about to hop on the Discord. Actually, let me start opening it up just so we could see. Join the call already if you guys haven't already. It is on the air call for any of y'all wondering. So let me see. Is anyone on there right now? I don't see anybody. Oh no, I think I have to start it up for y'all to join it or something like that. All right, whatever. Let me finish the chat real quick. Where the hell is the chat? Okay. Not the biggest fan of Islam since he beat Oliveira, but damn, Islam is too well-rounded. Rooting for JDM, but money on Islam. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm going to be rooting for JDM just because us Jacks have to stick together. Islam striking is a lot better than Bilal's. Absolutely. That's what I was saying in today's video. I've gone back and forth. I go back and forth some because both guys are so good. I agree. But I feel like there's a lot of unknowns about Jack Della Maddalena, more unknowns than Islam. So I think, well, actually not more than Islam because Islam is going up in weight, of course. So I don't know. Yeah, I think they have both the same, but it's underrated. Like, I mean, look, before his fight with Bilal, even the Bilal fight, it's not like he went out there and dominated and battered Bilal. Like, he had great moments, yes, but, he also had bad moments, too. It also was close at times. So I think people just hate Bilal so much that it's like, oh, you lost. But like, if you actually look at it, it's like it was kind of a close fight. I want JDM to win. However, does Islam run through him and make a statement? I just get that feeling. That'd be crazy, man. I don't know. I just can't imagine that. But maybe. It'll be interesting to see how Islam looks. He may be slower, and he should be so. JDM should beat him. JDM is on 18 fight win streak, undefeated, 6-7 years. Only defeat was his first 2 fights. And remember, he got KO'd before Islam get KO'd before. So I don't know. Maybe JDM can KO. I think that JDM absolutely can knock out. Honestly, I don't know. I've originally, like a couple weeks ago, I was pretty convinced. I was like, I think it's going to be 4th, 5th round knockout by JDM. But now, seeing Islam's shape, I think that he can hold it well. And Islam also is a dog himself. Like, he could survive on the feet. I don't think he's going to be an easy guy. You're going to have to really hurt him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to quit. I don't think he's going to quit. You know, I would be surprised to see Islam quit. I think he's going to not give up. You're going to have to really get him. Now, I absolutely do believe JDM can get him. But it really is just a matter of if and, you know, will he. Okay, so we already have someone in the on air. Should we just start it up? Let's see. Yeah, I'll start it up. Let's do it. Okay, guys, hold up. We're setting it up. Let me see the chat. All right, guys, make sure to ask any questions in the chat. Anybody is free to join the Discord. So we're connecting. Okay, are you there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up? How you doing? A long time no chat. What's going on?
Not much. I'm just usual day at work and stuff, and I'm just really looking forward to this card. This and UFC Qatar is going to make up for the Apex cards and the disaster that was Aspinall Gane.
Yeah, no, for real. We definitely need like a better pay-per-view after that one. But I got a few questions because it's been weighing on my mind since last week. You told us last week about your beef with what was his name, Luke Thomas, or what's the guy's name?
Yeah, Luke Thomas, and it's not. I won't. I'll say this: it's not really beef. It's just holding people accountable.
So, is there any update? Is there anything going on with that? Has he decided to debate you yet? I mean, come on, any moves or what?
No, and the thing is, he's never going to do it. I mean, I've messaged the guy on Twitter. I've restrained doing videos because that will just give him an easy way out to say, oh, I'm not going to debate this troll. But the thing is, he's never going to do it. I only mentioned it on your show because you asked me why I found Hawani to be dishonest, and I explained why. Then I explained my issues with Luke Thomas. So that was it. I'm not expecting him to respond to me.
Yes, no, I agree. And look, like, if y'all want to hear about that, go to the last week episode. Go to the last JackMMA After Hours. But what's your take? All right, what take you coming in? Let's see. If I agree, disagree. If the chat disagrees, let's hear it.
Well, from the very start, my instinct initially was to pick JDM because of his boxing, because of his size, and he's not the most he's not the most pure fighter in the world. He's not like GSP well-rounded, but he doesn't make too many massive mistakes. So, and he's a natural welterweight, so that means that he should beat a guy like Islam who doesn't have one punch knockout power and strength-wise isn't the same as Habib. But the closer we've got to this fight, the more I think Islam has got a really good chance to pull off a decision. Now, I don't think it's going to be some dominant decision like him and his team are saying. I think that's capping on their part. But Islam himself doesn't make many mistakes. His striking is a lot better than Bilal, and Bilal did hang in there for the full 5 rounds. And JDM does get touched a little bit. He's sort of a crazy Aussie, so he likes to get hit. But the thing is that if you enjoy getting hit, or rather you don't mind getting hit, then a guy like Islam who transitions to takedowns very well, that's not always going to be a good thing. And when Gilbert Burns was shooting for his life in that fight, he wasn't winning the fight, of course, but he was able to stall it out. And Islam is a much better fighter than Gilbert Burns, so I'm still picking JDM to win by decision. And regardless of who wins, this is not a 3-1, 4-1 favorite for Islam. That's just ridiculous. So I'm picking JDM, because style-wise, again, he should win, and he's a natural welterweight, and he's a very good boxer for the welterweight division. But Islam has got a much better chance than, well, I think some people like Guru are hoping. He's been saying that JDM's going to stop him. And I also have never seen this chance that Islam is going to get slept because he's fighting a guy who's the same size as him. I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like it definitely is close. I agree with you. I think most people agree, like, yeah, it's going to be close and all that. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. If I had to take a guess right now, and I do want to read the chat real quick because Johnny Monday had me laughing. But what do you call it? If I had to take a chance right now, I would probably lean towards JDM by decision, but it is close. I agree. But Johnny Monday said, he was talking about me, you know, the Luke Thomas thing, said, was that guy's name Luke Thomas? Jack unintentionally destroying Luke. And then he says, Luke Thomas would be furious if he heard someone in the MMA space not knowing who he is. So I knew who Luke Thomas was. Don't get me wrong. Like, I wasn't, you know, I felt like his name, I was like, Luke Thomas? Like, that just didn't feel natural. Like, I was like, nah, that's wrong, right? But I guess it was right.
Well,
I felt like I fucked
well,
it
Jack,
up.
let me say this: you and everybody listening to this are better off if you don't know who he is.
Yeah, really, right? I mean, like I said, that's what I told you last week. Like, I don't really know who he is, but I've seen like clips, and I've just been like, nah, you know. And look, honestly, I don't know if I should really be saying this. Who knows? Maybe this guy is a really nice guy. Maybe he's a big fan, but you know, of the channel. But
Well,
sorry.
sorry, I'll just before you ask me about the other fights, I'll just very quickly say this because, again, I just I just want to hold people accountable because my generation was held accountable, and so should everybody else. He's not a nice person. This guy, again, I could do this if I, well, first of all, if I didn't have all these issues that meant that I've had to take time away from my channel, but it's just going to take a lot of time. I can pull up clips from 12, 13 years ago of him saying people, I'm not making this up, people who disagree with him about certain fighters' skills. Like, there were some people who asked legit questions about whether Jacare Souza was actually the best submission artist in the game at the time. Was he Frank Mir, Fabrizio Verdum level, or was it because of his striking that people feared his ground game? And he went out off his mind and called his own viewers dumb for asking these questions. He's called people dumb because
No way.
well, I can give you other examples. This guy he's not a nice person. He has repeatedly insulted the fan base. He insults people who
Right. Yeah.
disagree with him.
Yeah. I remember you
And
saying
he's done
last
this for
week.
years, and it's just got worse. He's just got worse at it. So this is why I hit him up on Twitter today and replied to him and said,
Yo.
"Stop being a coward."
Yo, come on. I hope
But
that he
yeah,
responds, bro. I mean, I really hope that we can get it going. But like, I feel like, who knows? Maybe you make the video. Look, take your time with it, bro. Who cares? If it comes out in 6 months, it comes out in 6 months. But I'm dying to see this because, like, you've been saying he's a piece of shit. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I didn't know this guy was so. He to me definitely seems kind of cringe. I won't lie. Like some of the things he says. And he always seems, you know, I don't know, like, well, I don't know. Let me actually, should I just look at his Twitter right now? Let me see. Let me see if maybe like we can get like a little like a glimpse. We should invite. Yo, honestly, I'm gonna actually reach out to him, and I'm gonna actually ask him if he would come on here and debate you, for real. Would you be
well,
interested in that?
absolutely.
If
If he owns if he agrees to do it, but I doubt he will. And like I said, man, I'm only bringing this up because last time I was on, you asked me why I have an issue with him and Hawani, and it's not that they're fanboys of fighters, although that is another reason because they claim to be objective and they're not. But it's also that they're despicable people.
yeah, wow. I mean,
Like we
that is like some
like here.
harsh though. That's like harsh, man. Despicable.
Well, here's
like
well
like.
here's yes. Since I said that, I'll double down on it. Here's another example. When Tyron
Yo.
Woodley beat when Tyron Woodley, in my opinion, he should have beat Stephen Thompson at UFC 205. That was not a draw. But when they scheduled the rematch, and he forget which show it was, when he went on that show with Stephen Thompson and started saying that he was the worst treated champion in UFC history, and saying that UFC fan base is racist towards him. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Luke Thomas, and again, this is still on the internet. He went out and said, "We, we." So he doesn't just mean I, Luke Thomas, dumb, stupid man in my mid 40s. He means we, white people, because he's white,
Oh,
and
just
the
I thought you meant
UFC fan
MMA
base
fans.
have injured and wronged black people. That's
Ha-
wrong.
Wait, what
You
did you
don't.
say?
He said we have injured black people.
Oh, injured.
When when Ty yes, and he did say this on camera. I can pull up the clip of it down the line, but I don't want to waste the time on your show. I mean, we've got the best card of the year this weekend. But
No, no. Look,
uh,
I look.
when
Do you
I
see the chat right now? Look, everyone's getting a kick of it because apparently Luke Thomas is unbearable. You know, so I'm glad I did ask you about this because look, this ain't wasting no time. You know, like I said, this is something that we gotta get done next weekend. You know what it is? I don't know if we'll get it for next week, but I'm hoping in 2 weeks because next week, okay, it's after UFC. Probably busy. You know what it is too? Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure it out. Whether it's gonna be pre-recorded, whether it's gonna be live. I definitely would rather it be live. I think that would just be amazing if we can get the debate between you and Luke Thomas here. We'll see. I mean, you know what I just hate though about the MMA scene, guys, and this goes for everybody listening. Everybody is just so everyone's just so like, oh, Hollywood, this and that. Like, it's honestly like, bro, at the end of the day, we're all guys talking, to a camera about MMA. And you would think some of these guys think they're God. It's really crazy to me, And so I don't know. I don't know how Luke is, but to me, like, it's like crazy. Like, dude, just I don't get why we don't see more collabs, why we don't see more of this and that. But I think everybody's
yeah.
just to themselves. But we'll see. We'll see with Luke Thomas, guys. I mean, I hope we can get it done, but that would be amazing.
And again, we've got the best fight card this weekend to talk about. But when you say to me, well, those are some harsh words, despicable, moron, and other things that I've called him. I'm not making this up. I've got
Those are
reasons
so
for calling him
intense,
this.
man. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think I've ever said that about a person in my life, that they're despicable. What did you say? Despicable, horrible. I mean,
I,
dude,
I
like,
called him. I called him. I called him a despicable moron. I know that.
Octavius. Yeah, wait, hold up.
I know
I
that
just want to
sounds.
wait. Let me reply to
Sorry.
Octavia Cernan real quick, Cerna, because they now they're saying, yo, you got to go to the fight. I'm right now. I'm tempted as hell right now to go to the fight. So do not tempt me further, but maybe I will. You don't know. Look, Vlad already sent me. He sent me like practically a sixth of the tickets, or not even a seventh and eighth really of the tickets so far. So, combined with last week, keep in mind. So we'll see.
At us.
Yeah, but what were you saying? What were you saying about it? Louis, someone said
Well,
Luke Thomas's ego could never cut down to super heavyweight. Wow.
yeah, that's a. Yeah, his ego is crazy. But again, when I call him things like despicable moron, I know that may sound harsh, but it's true. It's true. I've got reasons for calling him this. I've got reasons for calling Errol Hawani the same thing. I think Errol Hawani is a horrible person, but again, I'm not the biggest.
Nah. That one, I mean, I feel like maybe he would be more down. I feel like he's a guy that's always but I feel like the Ariel Hawani thing is like it's not as good as a Luke Thomas one because I feel like the Ariel Hawani one it's not. I feel like it wouldn't be as entertaining, but I think the Luke Thomas one would just be amazing. Like that would just be perfect.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm tweeting
Well,
at Luke Thomas. Wait, what's his name? What's his at?
Luke. That's a good question. I'll just go on
What's his
Twitter
on
now.
it? Hold on, I'm looking. Guys, put in the chat what I should tweet at Luke Thomas. I'm gonna ask him to come on the stream, but like shoot my shot right now type shit, and we'll see. I kind of want to be respectful so he can actually come on. Like I don't want to come at him like, oh, you look like kind of like you were saying about tweeting him. Like you don't want to come off as a troll, bro. I'm just genuinely trying to get an interview going. Come on, this would help a lot of people. I mean, we're hearing names like despicable horror being called. What should I call you, by the way? Because should I just keep calling you fight talk sport? Can I call you like a simple?
Yeah, most people just call me Fight. So,
Okay, I'll call you
and
fight.
I am thinking maybe I might, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to have to do it before I at least get 10K subs. But because you're not the first person to stumble a bit when you try to read out Fight Sport Talk, so
Yeah.
I am thinking of maybe changing it, but I don't know what to change it to.
Yeah, I
So I'm
definitely think
working
I
on
feel
that.
like simplicity is just the key, you know? That's why I used to have my
Right.
real name as my user back in the day, but I changed it to Jack MMA just because I thought it was simpler, you know?
Cool,
Type shit.
cool. So, I guess another thing. Did you want to talk about the rest of the fights this weekend?
Wait, hold up. Right now I was in the process of tweeting Luke Thomas. I just got his ad.
I,
L Tom. What? Why is his name L Thomas News? Oh, L. I get it. All right. Wait, did someone say in the chat? Well, I'm gonna just say, hey, at Luke Thomas. Um, I have someone. Wait, what are you claiming? Because I want to kind of, I have someone on my stream who
I'm
says,
claiming. Well, I can put it. Okay, I'll put it into very specific words. I'm claiming that he's a liar, that he's a con artist, and he's gaslit and insulted MMA fans for years, and I just feel that's wrong.
okay,
Try to keep it simple.
okay, all right, I'm gonna read out what I got. Um, all right, let's see. Okay, so this is what I have. Hey, Luke Thomas, I have someone on my stream who says they want to debate you because he is claiming you are a liar and a gaslighter. I don't know if this is true, but can you come on our Discord to confirm or deny and debate him? What do you think about this?
Sounds sounds great.
I feel like that's good, right? Because it's like, come on, we're just trying to get the truth here. I'm only here his side. I want to hear his side. I'm not here. Look, I'm not here saying right away, hey, look, the fuck this guy.
Yeah,
I'm saying, look,
yeah.
maybe there's truth. I mean, a lot of people agree with you in the chat, so I wouldn't be shocked. All right, I just added him. You guys could check it on my Twitter right now. Question for the guest: did Luke
Oh,
ever call out Adesanya for racial comments towards DDP? Luke always complaining about racism, but Adesanya said DDP was a pink pig who he was gonna kill. And then he said,
who?
you answered, you talked about this last week, but imagine Luke Thomas as DDP called Adesanya a black animal or something like that, or some kind. And then Octavia says, yo, let's crowdfund for you to go to the event. I mean, look, you guys don't got to do that. I mean, like, I got to be humble here, man. Nah, like, I don't need to go to the event, but, look, honestly, you know what? Who should be crowdfunding the event is the UFC. You guys got to get the UFC to pay for my tickets or something like this, as, a little press or something like this, Let me get approved that way. Like, if Nina Drama can go to the events, why can't I get a little pass, But you want to answer his question about DDP, because you did talk about it last week, but maybe you can recap a little bit.
Yeah, who asked that question? What's his
Johnny
name?
Monday, shout out.
Johnny Monday, shout out to you. That's just another perfect example of the kind of, again, coward Luke Thomas is. The reason why I didn't use that example earlier is because it was too easy. I wanted to show.
Too easy, yo, for real. No, but continue. I just laughed at that.
I've got plenty of examples, old examples of this guy.
So what the fuck? I mean, what the hell is he? His last tweet was about what? Found new paper finds rising housing costs to be a major casual driver of declining fertility. What the fuck? Okay,
Who?
shout out Luke Thomas. He just retweets
Oh
random
wow.
shit. Oh look, he retweets. Oh yeah, because what is he, like, super political? Is that his thing?
Yeah, he's a
Ah,
hardcore leftist, and really
nah.
that's the biggest thing that I've been on his case about, because he called the fan base, the MMA fan base, right wing and everything. And I keep repeating this. It's not, and it's centrist. But here's the thing. I've got an entire laundry list of things that I could do to expose this guy. But
How long do you think the
right
video would
now,
be? Realistically, like I feel like it could be
Well,
like a.
that's
You
the
should do like a. Here's what you should do for real. I'm telling you, I actually think this would. I'm me for real. I actually think this would go off, and I would support it. And I would post. I'll share it, and I'll be like, yo, come on, you guys gotta watch it. If this comes out, I think you should work on. Yo, do you know Trapler Ross? Probably not. You don't know Trapler Ross, right?
don't.
So Trapler Ross, he's like a YouTuber where he'll make, bro, the videos like 3-4 hours where he just goes into in-depth timelines. Usually he does it about rap, like about hip hop and music and stuff like that. But you could do that for Luke Thomas. So you don't even gotta look. I guarantee you, especially YouTube loves those long videos, bro. I feel like, and then if it gets big, then you can transition to the debate. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a great idea. You got to do it. And look, if it comes out even in January, bro, you got fucking 2-3 months to do it, bro. I would want to see that, bro. Because everyone's saying that he's a shite. And look, I want to see examples and I want to make judgments for myself. So if you're presenting a case like, oh, here, I might have to say, yo, Luke, where's your response here, bud? This is some damning allegations. Am I right? Am I right, chat? What's going on? I think the chat would support you too. You got already all these people in the chat that would probably watch it. So,
well, guys, I really appreciate the support. The thing is that those videos, I won't say that I'm not good at documentary style videos. I'm just not good at doing them quickly. And these, right now, the biggest thing I'm concerned about is making sure that when I do get back onto uploading videos to my channel, I'm able to get, because it's harder now as a channel to gain traction and keep it. I'm hoping that I can build traction, keep it going, and build my channel the way I had hoped to originally. So it's definitely not something I will shy away from, and yeah, I would be happy to do it. Maybe I'll just do a simple narration video where I just bring up examples and tell the audience, hey, this is what I'm talking about. But definitely appreciate the support.
No, for real. I mean, look, I think though, don't be afraid to even. I understand you say, yo, you want the momentum first, but I feel like, look, if you see the chat, there's popcorn emojis, there's laughing emojis, there's engagement, there's a clamoring for this. There's definitely, and this is only a small chat, a small sector of the MMA community. So imagine, I mean, even if it's like, this is probably an there's probably a bunch of haters. I'm gonna look at his tweet. Let's see. Yeah, they're all hate. I mean, he's getting shit on left and right in his replies. I mean, let's be real. So I think there's definitely a need, definitely an ask for this, and the chat would definitely support you as well. I feel like I'm gonna work on this. I tweeted him. Hopefully that wasn't a mistake. Like, I hope that didn't just seal the deal. I mean, I don't think we have much of a chance of this happening. I won't lie to you guys, chat. But I will say that if it could happen, I would be the first guy to get this done, hopefully. I'm going to send emails out. Man, I don't know who I could go to like, I don't know. Should I actually try to use connections to get to him? But I don't know. Would that just be, is this too far? I don't know. I would really love for this to happen. It really depends. We'll see what you guys say in the chat. I don't know. I might really try. I'm really just like inside. My gears are grinding right now, thinking how we can get this done. But I mean, shout out to you, Fight Talk Sport. Shout out to just you doing your thing, and keep on doing your thing. We're gonna have a good fight. Let me ask you this real quick before you go, because I'm ending the call. Just react to a little thing, and then I'm ending the stream in a little bit. But I want to ask you, or I'm not ending the stream in a little bit, guys, but I mean, I'm ending the call in a little bit to react to some stuff. What fight, other than the main event, are you most looking forward to?
Oh, that's tough. That's a tough one. Aaron Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, yeah. Well, okay. I try to just very quickly. Ever since I started watching the sport as a hardcore 13 years ago, of course, I loved making the jokes about women's looks. So I thought, oh, why not? It's fun. But then when I realized there were so many simps out there or I should just say simps, full stop, I thought, okay, I'm going to stop making these comments about their looks, because I them as fighters first. So, but two hot women, I'm sure, and they're likable. So, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are gonna like that. Sean Brady, Michael Morales, because I think the winner probably should be next for the belt, depending on what happens with Rachmanov, which is one of the big storylines going into this and UFC Qatar,
Hmm.
because Rachmanov was supposed to be the next Fedor, and now I can't lie, I was very surprised of how that Gary fight went. So, and he does have a lot to prove when he does come back, which ain't going to be easy. So Brady, Brady just destroyed Edwards, and I couldn't care less what happens to Edwards next. I do hope Carlos Pradas wins, but Morales Brady, Morales is undefeated. That's going to be a good fight, and I still don't know who's going to win. Got to I've got to watch more of Michael Morales' fights because I just can't get that Bilal Muhammad fight out of my head. Bilal Muhammad, of all people, made Sean Brady look like he wanted to quit in the second round. So, um, but that's going to be the best fight in my opinion, aside from the main event. Also, Shevchenko Zhang is probably the best women's fight, not
Yes.
just of this year but ever. Um, Dariush Saint Denis great, but it's two contenders who are just looking to build their way up, and really Dariush is probably about to retire. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to the whole card.
Wait, do you think that Whaley versus Shevchenko was better than Pena versus Raquel Pennington?
I mean it's a very
No,
close
I'm just
call.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Of course. No, I'm actually really excited for the co-main event as well, and I'm also excited for Sean Brady, Michael Morales as well. That's a good fight, and that's a fight that was put together really last minute. But I'm also excited for probably mine. Probably Leon Edwards. It's either the co-main or Leon Edwards versus Carlos Pratas, because that fight I'm really
Well,
excited for. That's a crazy fight.
well, I'll just say this. I hope that Leon Edwards. I hope Pratis beats Leon Edwards because
Mm-hmm.
Leon Edwards annoyed me so much as a champion, and I hope Leon Edwards and Usman can fight each other for the irrelevancy belt.
Yeah.
Because have you
Well,
seen have you seen Usman demanding a title shot?
yeah,
If
well,
he
I was
did,
just actually about to say to you that literally, like, I think an hour ago, Islam says that he wants to fight Kamaru next. So I think that actually might be happening next. I feel like if Islam wins,
um,
that could actually happen because Islam is coming off of a win. So I mean, not Islam. I'm sorry, Usman is coming off of a win. Keep in mind.
well, they're both promoted, not promoted, managed by Ali Abdelaziz. So I'm sure Ali told them to call each other out. But it would just
Yeah,
be such a
that's what I think too.
terrible, because welterweight now is more exciting than it ever was, and while Edwards was champion, and to skip over the winner of Brady Morales, Rachmanov, even and I absolutely despise the mother effer, but if Ian Gary beats Bilal Muhammad, which I do think he's going to, then to skip over them and give it to Usman, who sat out for over a year after the Chimaev fight, and I probably will do a video on this, even though it would involve old interviews. Usman, even though he is one of the greatest fighters ever, like take personal feelings about him aside, he is one of the best ever, top 15 or top 20 at least. He just has such a disconnect from reality when he talks, and I know it's going to sound blasphemy, but entitlement for a great fighter, he's very entitled. He's just so annoying to listen to. And they can't get away with this, much like, in my opinion, it'll be a travesty if they sign Ilya Taporia versus Paddy Pimblett. But with this current era of the UFC and these, it's running the scene and Dana White just being hopeless more and more, you never know.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like the UFC has been declining, but I feel like this card, I actually do like this card a lot. And man, there's a lot to look forward to. Honestly, it's always great when there's a great card in the air because I feel like it's been such a long time, and the welterweight scene is like it's popping, bro. It is popping. I can't wait to see, like you say, Ian Gary Bilal. Lots of great cards, a lot of great fights in the welterweight division as well. I also want to read to you real quick because I saw someone put in the chat. because they put their own opinion on Luke. Do you get annoyed getting asked about Luke Thomas, or at this point? Well, I feel like, nah, come on, we gotta grind to get you this interview or
Oh,
get you the debate.
no,
Right?
not at all. I love the questions because again, I'm not to sound not to put myself up on a pedestal or anything, but I'm doing this because partly because I don't like him, but also he's not a good person, and people should be held accountable for their actions.
Yeah,
So I'm more
you're
than
like the
happy to.
fucking philosopher of Luke Thomas, bro. Like you're exposing him. Like you're the expert on him. I mean to say, you're like the like, you're like he's like a species. You're like, oh, I know everything about Luke. At this point, but someone said I don't think Luke will debate anyone. Pretty neutral on my end. He's not my cup of tea. He uses big words to act smarter than his audience. That said, there's enough space for everyone. But yeah, Luke doesn't usually give people who disagree with him the time of day. Damn. Like, why not? Like, just talk. Come on. We're all having fun. Honestly, my goal, and I'm going to say this hopefully so Luke can see, I don't have any malicious intention of being like I'm not going to ambush him. It's for real. I'm going to give Luke the benefit of the doubt. And not only that, I hope that we can end with both. I know Fight might laugh at me, but I'm hoping that we can get. Yes. Sorry, that was my computer. Crashing out.
Yep, no problem.
As you know, I need to get this upgraded ASAP. But I appreciate you coming on. Good talking to you, and just thank you always for supporting the streams, hopping on, having a great chat. Hopefully next week I'll also get to check in with you, and we could find out. Is there any movement? I'll let you know if there's any movement. I also got your Discord, and I also followed you on Twitter now, so I'll DM you if there's any movement on my end. But we'll see. I'm gonna try to get this going.
Sweet, brother. All right, take care. Catch you later.
You too. Bye-bye. Well, that was Fight Talk Sports. Shout out to him. He was in the chat earlier. Great guy. Was on the stream last week. Is exposing some of the biggest pieces of shit in the MMA community. According to him, this is not me, okay? As I said, he also went off on Ariel Helwani. And look, that I disagree with. Look, I don't hate Ariel Helwani all that much. I really think, look, I'm not saying he's like my favorite guy or anything like that, like or not at all. But I'm just saying, like, come on, the hate. I don't really watch anybody or anything like that now, but I used to watch Ariel Helwani, so no shade in the game here. So I actually don't mind him at all. Just because at least I feel like what you're getting with him. He's not perfect, no, and of course I understand this isn't me not saying I don't understand, the arguments against him. I totally understand that, but obviously, like, nobody's perfect in this MMA game. Let's be honest, everybody. Soon enough, I'm gonna be in a scandal, and soon enough, hopefully, you guys will be there to defend me and say, "Nah, come on, he's a good guy. He's just an idiot," or something like that. Have we ever been in a scandal? Not really, right? I don't think we've ever been in a scandal or anything like that so far, but we're early on into the career. This is the early days. This is the day ones, and that's why I appreciate the guys like Vlad, the guys like Octavia or Girl. I don't know. Kem is Lost, guy or girl. Fish Nerds, guy or girl. Johnny Monday, I think a guy. Seems like, I would assume, given Johnny, but unless that whole thing is just a facade. But yeah, also like I alluded to before in the Discord, when we were talking to Fight, Islam did say he wants to fight Kamaru Usman. I think that would be an interesting fight, to be honest, because Usman did look good in his last fight, but I definitely think if Islam does manage to beat JDM, I think he's going to beat Usman. I think Usman isn't that good. I think Usman just exposed maybe that Joaquin Buckley wasn't all that good, and maybe Colby Covington was just shit when he fought Joaquin Buckley, to be honest, but... and also keep in mind, Colby did come off short notice when he fought Joaquin. Crazy, that was like, not even a year ago, right? That fight feels like a century old at this point. But there's a lot of big things, guys. Type in the chat whatever questions you guys got left, and I'll answer them. Because, we'll wrap it up soon. There isn't so much to talk about, and I'm a little sick. But I did want to talk to y'all, and I'm glad that, I'm glad that we got to talk to Fight, and I'm glad that we got a Luke Thomas update. I will actually try to get this going, so I do want to try to get a debate. Let's hopefully bring him here, or maybe even if it's not, I don't know. Could I do Fight like that? I don't know if I would do Fight dirty like that. That would be kind of dirty if I brought Luke on without Fight. It's going to probably have to be Fight or nothing, man. That's because, to be honest, though, it's not really that big of a deal. Like, I don't think I don't know. I mean, maybe I would confront. I don't know. I mean, I would try to confront him or just ask him questions. Apparently, he's despicable, guys. I've never, like, I don't know if I've ever said that about anybody in my life, that they're a despicable, horrible person. Like, and seriously, like, that is, like, absurdly crazy to call somebody. Like, that is insane. Like, I'm thinking of the Despicable Me movies. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's literally the first thought that comes to my head. Like, super villains. Let me see, guys. What do you guys think? Let me see any other big MMA news that we could take a look at before we end this baloney. I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna react real quick. And like I said, ask whatever questions you guys got down below, and we'll do that as well. All right. So this will thank you. Shout out to championship rounds or whatever. Shout out to them as always. I don't know why this is a pinned tweet. I guess I don't know, maybe it's because it was popping. I don't really know much about Twitter. I gotta get into the Twitter game more. That's the thing. It's like my Twitter is shit. Like I get like a like if I'm lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like my Twitter shit. I need to be up on it. I don't really promote it as much. Let's see. Wait a minute. Hold up. I see some talks. I'll be honest, I used to be a big fan of an MMA creator that started very similar to you. Then he developed to a following, and he became very biased with his takes. Those type of creators annoy me. Now he's a rage baiter. There's nothing worse than MMA rage-based creators out there. Fish nerds, talking to the right guy, because literally, I've said this for years. Yo, with Babyface, what's up? What's up, Obokobo? I appreciate you calling me Babyface. Like, what's up, bro? Pause, though. I agree with you 1,000%. Rage baiters in MMA, they're cringe, and it's so obvious, and it's so bad, you know, and we all know who they are. How old are you, 10? Like, this is what you come in for, 10? Like, come on, this is what you're slamming me with? I'm 22. Fish nerds, that's exactly why I want to embarrass and expose him. Yeah. Well, I didn't even know that Luke Thomas was a rage baiter like that. I think he honestly might mean the things he says. He might just be like a left guy, you know? And look, there's nothing wrong with being left. I live in New York City, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much as left land as you come. So, look, I got no problems with it. But I'm just saying, you know, you don't got to make that your personality. Like, don't make any of this politics or personality. That's also why I'm now, if we're going to go to the other side, the UFC, I agree that, you know, with Fights Take, great channel, man. No, of course. Thank you, Obokobo. And I'm just messing with you, bro. All right? I know I might have came at you very rough. I felt a little bad afterwards, and now I feel even more bad because now you commented to me. But shout out to you, Obokobo. But what was I gonna say? Like, it was something about rage baiters, whatever. Like, oh no, I think he might just mean the things that he says, and it's just not good to make it your personality politics. Look at UFC bringing Trump in, having like the worst was last MSG card where they had like a Trump trailer. Like, come on, this is MMA. Like, they don't even do the national anthem. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to, you know, if the president, this and this is all that important, why don't you just do the national anthem? I understand bringing in the president, of course. I think people that say all that, you know, look, I even understand having the walkout. I'm not even hating on that, but it's like, come on, rough. You as smooth as that baby face. Yo, why don't you come here and feel it, bro? Type shit. Come over here and feel it. All right, but let's take us let's react to some stuff right before we end this godforsaken stream. Okay. So, Khabib just pressed Aiden Ross for showing up at their gym. How are you? Who are you? And what are you doing here? Why?
Aiden. Honor to... How you doing, sir?
Who are you?
Aiden.
Yeah.
Honor to meet you.
What are you doing here?
Let's see.
I got invited by
By who?
Ali.
Who's that? He is not boss.
No? I know you're the boss.
This is cringe. Come on,
Sir.
bro. This is a
That's why you
joke.
never...
Is he actually pressing him, bro?
Oh,
Come on, I don't like
invitation.
Aiden Ross from the next one.
But he wanna go match with me.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Aiden, sir.
Okay, what are you doing for life?
Dog, this is cringe.
I don't know. I question myself every day.
He challenged me. He wanna do grab and watch me.
Nah, maybe joking. Oh, if he's joking, he's joking. Okay. I thought I was misled by the title, bro, because it just pressed him. But if it was a joking press, I understand. That's actually funny. Then humble the guy. humble Aiden Ross a little bit. Let's see what else is going on. We already reacted to the face-off. Okay, oh yeah, we didn't react to the face-off between Shevchenko and Weili. I'm also interested in this fight. Didn't give a prediction yet, but I'll give a prediction right now. I actually think Weili will win. I have been of a belief that Shevchenko has fallen off since Natalia Santos fight. I actually do think that, and I think her last good performance was Lauren Murphy. I think that she has suffered good luck. However, I will say Manon Fiorot, I think she did. I was pretty impressed with her there. But did Manon? I'm trying to recall. Did Manon have something wrong with her in that fight or something like that? I don't think so. She didn't have anything wrong with that fight. I'm very impressed that she won. I did not think Valentina was going to win. I actually had a bet that Manon was going to be the champ at the end of the year, so got pretty fucked on that. But this is, I think, the first time in a long time Shevchenko's fighting twice in a year. I felt like the Grasso fight, Grasso just looked unbelievably shit. Let's be honest. And she, lost to Grasso, got the draw against Grasso, and didn't even look the best in that second fight against Grasso. She hasn't looked good in her career in a long time. The Talia Santos fight, she lost the fight, let's be honest, but got lucky. After that, she lost Grasso, and she's only beaten the only real win was, Grasso, but that was such a shit win. I think that Grasso is just shit in that fight. And the last fight, Manon, which I think she definitely deserves respect for, 1,000%. I think that was actually impressive. So I won't take a shot on her there for that. But so with that being said, I think Weili has been the complete opposite, looked better and better and better, and I think she's just going to be even more dominant. I've never been more interested in a women's fight. These two are both awesome. Yeah, exactly. Well, have I ever been? What is like my most anticipated women's fight outside of like this one? I don't know. Yeah, that's a tough one, guys. That really is tough. This actually might be like probably my most anticipated ever. Weili and Shevchenko, because this is actually a great fight. I mean, this is a fight where, women MMA, and this is where we talk about women's MMA. Women's MMA gets shit on, but I gotta say, and it gets shit on a lot, but I haven't seen much shit about this fight, because I think this is undeniable respect. You know what I'm saying? And it does add credence to the fact that maybe people are just complaining about the state of women's MMA opposed to maybe just women. You know what I'm saying? So, before maybe, everyone's included. Look, Luke Thomas. Maybe it ain't about that. Maybe it's about the shit fight in the underdeveloped divisions. I've never been more interested in a women's fight. These two are both awesome. Oh, I already read that. Well, I'm sorry. I'm really slow, guys. I'm done. Oh yeah, I saw this. Aiden Ross. That wasn't really that big. Islam Makhachev still thinks Magomed Ankalaev is more skilled than Alex Pereira and wants to see him fight a third time. Ankalaev wasn't training last. Let's just see what he said.
What did you think about the Alex part 2?
Of course, I surprised.
Did you think Ank was gonna win?
Yeah, sure. After the fight, everybody told me Ankalaev not training like last 3 months. He have rib injury. When you don't have like sparring 3 times a week, it's hard to go to the cage and fight. Well, that's why I think it's happened. But I don't know. I think they deserve to fight one more time.
Part 3.
Yeah, because Ankalaev says I just don't want to pull out because I want to save the main event.
All right, well we get it. Okay, so we get it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's possible. How are we gonna know? Oh, Islam says he wants to fight Ilya Taporia in 2026.
Anybody. So why didn't? I know you don't duck anything. I know you're down to fight anybody. So why didn't Ilya and you happen ever? Or do you think it'll ever happen eventually? Or if it does, whatever?
It can happen. It's maybe biggest fight.
I think it'll be the biggest fight.
Biggest fight.
Yeah.
Everybody know, and I will.
Big Unc will be back. They need to
and I think
wouldn't mind
next year is the best time.
Need Islam for sure. Yeah,
I know you don't duck anything. I know you're down to fight anybody. So why?
I didn't really.
It does, whatever.
It can happen. It's maybe biggest fight.
I think it'll be the biggest fight.
Biggest fight.
Yeah.
Everybody know, and I also.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
And I think next year is the best time.
And if he's really saying that, it makes me worry even more for him being a lightweight or being a welterweight, because it just shows maybe he's not that committed to being a welterweight. I don't know why he would go back down to lightweight after building mass up, unless you're not really building mass and you're easily able to take it off. I think you should stay at welterweight. Even if he loses, stay at welterweight at this point. Build into it. It's your first championship fight at welterweight. It might not be necessarily because you're a bad welterweight or you should have stayed at lightweight. It might be just because, hey, it's tough to move up a weight class on top of that fight the literal best guy in that division. Like, that is extremely tough. Like, you're going way up. Maybe warm up against Carlos Prates if he beats Leon Edwards, or even Leon Edwards if he wins this weekend. Or any of those guys. Ilya versus Islam is super necessary. I agree.
I know you don't duck.
Yeah, so I mean, look, I think that's pretty much it. Look, after Jack Kamaru, who's in a good position, and I agree. Look, he has a win. Who knows? There could be fight news. I don't think so, given how the division's playing out. And let's be honest, name value. This is the guy that is a safe bet that has headlined multiple pay-per-views for the UFC before. That he's not a superstar by all means, but I think people would be surprised actually how much of I hate even saying the word draw, but Kamaru Usman, he's got some clout. Like, he does got some clout and respect. Like, people respect him. Casuals, I'm saying, respect him as a really good fighter. Jack, I got accused of rage baiting in a debate yesterday because I said Khabib's kicking game was comparable to Ilya's. What do you think? I don't think that's rage baiting because, yeah, I know that Ilya doesn't really kick. But look at the leg kicks against Josh Emmett. Khabib's never done anything like that. So I would probably say that, to be honest. He doesn't really kick either, Khabib, all that much, So I would probably say I would disagree with you, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's a rage bait because I understand why you would say that, because obviously Ilya is known not to kick, a lot either. But what do you call it? I don't know. I think Khabib, I wouldn't say, well, you're saying they're comparable. I could see that. If you're saying it's comparable, I thought you were, for a minute, I thought it was like, if one was better. Comparable, yeah. I actually think it's not that crazy to say. It's maybe it's like slightly above comparable. I feel like comparable might be too harsh, but just too harsh. Islam, top 5 pound-for-pound fighters right now. Himself, of course, Alexander Pantoja, Tom Aspinall, Volkanovski, and Ilia Topuria. That's interesting. Oh, wow, so why would he put Volkanovski above Topuria? I guess because he thinks he thinks that his knockout made Topuria beat him. I mean, I get he doesn't like Topuria, but come on. Islam tells people stop calling his teammate John Pork. Bruh. Yeah, John Pork. Yeah, shout out to John Pork. Should we just leave it here with John Pork? Shout out to John Pork, guys. Any other questions you guys got before we wrap this thing up? Let's see. Any other stuff? Don't want to play that in case it's copyrighted. Oh, yeah, we had Dylan Dennis versus Anthony Taylor announced today. That's going to be interesting, guys, because I think that, look, Anthony Taylor, he's not, I'm not saying he's a great fighter by any means, but he's a guy that has MMA experience. You know what I'm saying? And he might not be a great fighter, but he's a decent fighter. Maybe even decent might be too nice, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. He's not who the last guy Dylan Dennis fought. This is actually a guy that has MMA experience, who has fought MMA, fought in Bellator before. I don't even remember who against, but has fought and too has done boxing matches, has had a lot of combat sports experience. This is someone that on paper should beat Dylan. Dylan, the only thing that he has better is, of course, the jiu-jitsu. But even then, Anthony Taylor, I think, has some wrestling and things like that, so maybe he'll be fine. There's a chance. Dylan Dennis' jiu-jitsu is just really good that I think he can get him off his back, so it's just really tough. But, I don't know. And he hasn't fought MMA in a long time. That is the thing, though, is like, even though he does have more experience, he hasn't fought MMA in a long time. Dylan Dennis actually has fought MMA more recently than Anthony Taylor. So there is that, even though it was like 20 seconds. Duplessis, bro. Dregas Duplessis picks Islam Makhachev to beat Jack Della Maddalena. Wow, I would love Jack to win, but unfortunately I can't go against Makhachev in this one. He's just so good. Ilya Topuria asked about rumors of a breakup with his wife, and there's a little zip. I think you guys are gonna see a little zip of the lip. Yep, zip of the lip. Yeah, and also this is some dude for wearing earrings, bro. And yeah, I mean there's a lot that we talked about in today's video. So just you guys go check it out. I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank y'all for watching. You guys truly are the best fan base. Shout out Vlad, thank you for the donation. Shout out Fight for hopping on the stream. Shout out Johnny Monday, Obo Kobo, Octavia, Piggly Wiggly, the Fish Nerds, and everyone else. I'm sorry if I forgot you. I'm going to go cry myself to sleep because I'm so excited for this card, and I want this card to be sooner. Now, should I go? I'm still deciding, TBD, but I don't think so, guys. Probably not. Dylan Dennis seems like the kind of guy who will somehow never get his ass whooped despite deserving it. Yeah, that's funny. Yo, I actually could see that, to be honest. I mean, maybe if he fights Eddie Hall. There is talks of him fighting the world's strongest man, Eddie Hall. I actually think that's a terrible idea for Dylan Dennis. I really think that the juice is not worth the squeeze. Would it be a big fight? Absolutely. I mean, it really depends what he wants. If he is a guy that's looking to do these clown shows and just looking for, hey, I'm just looking for a paycheck right now, yeah, that's the best thing. Long term, though, I think he should probably keep doing kind of like what the Jake and Logan did. Now, the problem with Jake and Logan is he's criticized Jake and Logan for taking easy, opponents, and you know what I mean. And it's not even just exclusive to Jake and Logan, just any boxer or any independent fighter outside the UFC kind of feed him easy opponents to build the resume, this and that, and to keep growing. You know what I mean? So I think if Dylan Dennis can do that, that would probably be way better. But if he goes against Eddie Hall could knock him out. Eddie Hall is a big dude, and Eddie Hall, I saw him in other MMA matches where he's knocked dudes out pretty easily. And I mean, he's a massive guy. He's a strong dude, and he also has MMA training. I'm not saying he's a great MMA fighter or even a guy who can compete in MMA legitimately. I'm not saying that, but it's also a difference from some guy that kind of knows what he's doing opposed to some dude that's coming off of the couch or some dude in this case lifting weights in a gym not knowing anything. It's a completely different thing. This guy at least has some idea, and if he lands one punch, knocks Dylan Dennis out cold, it's not worth it, bro. It's a huge chance that happens. It's at least a 40% chance. It's at least, and I think it might be more than that. I'm just being a decent, maybe 30% chance, 40% chance that happens. I think it's probably more. I think it might be actually like 50, 60. I think probably 50. I don't know, maybe 60. I don't know, guys. You guys let me know. I'm curious what you guys think, Eddie Hall versus Dylan Dennis, but my point is he can get knocked down, and maybe he's never the same after that. Maybe his chin is gone, and you really did that for what? Just some stupid little fight on Misfits. It's not safe. It's not good to do. It definitely should not be done at all. So definitely, I hope they don't. I don't really care, honestly. I kind of hope they do it because I think it would be a fun fight. But for Dylan's case, they probably shouldn't do it for his health. But you guys let me know what you guys think. Let me know what videos you guys want to see for this week because, there's obviously a lot of content going on. A lot of people in New York City. We'll see. Hopefully we can get something done. Hopefully maybe I can hit up some people. Maybe we'll get some content. I wish. But no promises, of course, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, you guys' best fan base in MMA. I'm a dip out now.